Howdy, howdy, and meowdy. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful start to your day. I know I am. On today's schedule, we are playing more Final Fantasy XIV, finally getting into the main story now that we have Dark Knight's leveled. And we are once again joined by my friend Igni, who will be going with us through Heavensward today. Oop, hold on, let me get turned voice. That should be more audible now.
Hello.
That's tracking right, okay. Let's see, game capture. Final Fantasy. And a new feature, something new they added to the game. The launch screen now tracks with whatever your current MSQ is, so I'm on Heavensward. Now it shows Heavensward, and that's pretty cool. I can boot up the game and suddenly you're greeted by the home screen for the expansion you're on, and Heavensward has such a cool launch screen. Like the snow falling, looks like it's just gonna bounce off your screen and cover you in cold. And I still think it's cool that you can make any launch screen boot up just by playing their trailer. Yes, we have finished leveling Dark Knight to 50. I think we might be at 51 actually, so we can do MSQ. We can finally go into the story of things. Alright, I should glamour my sword to Lockhart, because that's still a good looking sword. Probably one of the better looking early Dark Knight weapons. Yeah, especially for it being a leveling dungeon weapon. It's a potato. And now we finally speak to Haurchefant. The warrior of light and her brave companions, walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight. I cannot tell you how long I have waited for this day. Allow me to present to you my family home, Fortomp Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends, introductions must be made.
My lord,
returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing.
Hey, Mr. Edmond. Everyone loves Edmond. Or like Count D'Angela.
I, Count Edmond de Fortomp, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortomp, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored.
Heavensward looks really good with the graphics update.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders.
I remember, you start out by having to help both of Count Fortomp's children.
Yet it is in troubled
Takes you
times
to the
most
first
of
two
all
zones.
that men should seek allies, don't you think? Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Though our friends in House Fortomp have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It is only proper that we learn about our new home so that we might become more self-sufficient. It will take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. Then there's the markets and taverns. We will need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. It would seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall of course do as you suggest. Very good. And my manservant shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you may have. But I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you every part. Your documentation is in order, I trust? Yes, my lord. These documents identify you as wards of House Fortomp. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Fortomp, but let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured that we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Pennifer, Tataru, the city awaits. Let's go. I think we should be able to get to the first dungeon today. I think it's level 51. Yeah, I think it is after that, and it's in the Western Highlands, big old snowy area. As this is your first time in our fair city, pray permit me to show you to the Hoplon, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only meet that you see it first. I shall then show you around the jeweled crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services before descending to Foundation's Aetherite Plaza if there are no questions. Imagine how these Ishgardians must feel seeing a lizard girl with a dragon riding on her shoulder. Like, I remember there being a lore that the Ishgardians are kind of racist to Aura because of their scales and how they look kind of like dragons. The Hoplon, so named for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault was both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Gross. Religion. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance Thorin's famed Knights 12? Very good, Master Alphino. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined with King Thorin I to put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there is much you can learn by exploring the pillars, time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the Jeweled Crozier, I shall introduce you to Mistress Elise, our master of the markets. And I think this sword is bigger than my girl is.
Yeah. Imagine being a Lolfell. Every sword is bigger than you. It's so weird.
I think the only races that are bigger than these swords are like the Rogadins, Thailanders, Viera, Elizan. I feel like Minhite, Aura females, and Mikote, it's literally bigger than my girl
Yeah.
is.
It's bigger than you.
She's embedded it in the ground, so even in the ground it's still bigger than she is.
Yeah.
Also, ooh, those shark gloves, those are cool. Where'd you get those?
Oh, these are the new like fan-made weapons. They're from the new Dawn Trail maps. They're really cool.
Ooh,
You should see like the list of fan-made weapons. They're all very cute.
I am gonna go peek at the market board.
Oh, they're not on there, sadly, but
Oh, that's lame.
yeah, only the coffer is. But you get the coffer from doing treasure maps.
What's the coffer called?
Pigmental weapon coffer.
Ooh, so cosmetic glamour weapons. Holy crap. I
Yep.
don't have $11,500.
Yeah, they are brand new and they are very expensive.
I will wait months until the price goes down.
Yeah, it's for sure gonna take months because everyone wants them right now.
But it is nice that they actually added glamour weapons for once.
Yeah, they're very
Because I
cute.
know last time they added like fan designed weapons, they were tome weapons that you had to buy that were like Endwalker level tome weapons, not glamour. Well, you're certainly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all. Ah, words of House for Top. How very interesting. Count Edmont has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners, should you be uncomfortable. Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, accoutrement, medicine, materials, whatever you desire, it can be found in the Crozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. Our next destination is the Aetherite Plaza and Foundation, if everyone is ready. My main might have enough money for one of those coffers, so might just give in to temptation and find whatever server has the least expensive, and buy one.
They are very expensive on like every server right now, but they are really cute. I wouldn't blame you at all if you wanted one. They are super rare too, which sucks. I only have these little shark fists right now.
And here we have Foundation's Aetherite Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the Aetherite, it would be wise to do so now. Oh, I should definitely pick up some better gear. I'll take that, it's 115. Your guide is eager to continue your tour of Ishgard. As for our next destination, mayhap we should decide together. What else can be found nearby? The Sky Steel Manufactory stands to the west. There, our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The Holy Stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly, while to the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. And why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphino. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. You misjudge me, sir, for I am no lord but a humble traveler. Oh, come to see the sights, have ye? Take a turn on the hopland and gawp at the statues. Well, if ye've a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Night, if your nursemaid'll let ye. My humblest apologies, Master Alphino. Pray pay that drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Night for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this, Pennifer. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? And I'm coming too. Let's see. I definitely need to sell some stuff. I will equip that. And immediately glamour, because that looks ridiculous. Bap.
Good old leveling glams.
Well, I mean, at this point, the leveling glams actually look pretty good. Like, the full set of the knight armor actually does look like really good knight armor, not the mismatched, gangly looking, like, the thumb armor from, like, a Realm Reborn.
Oh yeah, true. For sure, yeah, the armor definitely looks a lot more consistent and not just multicolored leather.
And it doesn't make you look like a thumb, like in one set of armor that has, like, the chest piece that's also a headpiece.
Exactly, yeah.
Must say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her more notable establishments, Master... Gibralont? I think that's how it's pronounced. Or Gibralont? I'm just gonna call him Gibby. Gibby's easy.
Oh, gimme!
Gibby, just Gibby will do, and I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Aye, up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the broom, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their taste. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality, mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the broom, if I may ask? Because when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. I see. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that in mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below, and something sharp in your boot just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Alphino, I think it would be best if you return to Fortaunt Manor. You go on ahead without me, I'm staying for a drink or two. Mr. Taru, I am afraid that is out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place, least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Alphino. Tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh please, do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a girl for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be danged if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. That settles it then. Tataru, Pennifer and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by Link Pearl if you require assistance. I will. Welcome, Mistress Rose. Shall I show you inside the manor? Please and thank you. It is far too cold out. Tell us then, Master Alphino, does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I imagine pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took, and when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns and Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate, unarmed men and women, even children were given no quarter. Sir Aymeric has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you have done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. That is a most generous offer, Master Alphino. You are guests in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, Mistress Rose, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a woman with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Artoriel and Emmanellain in their duties. I beg your pardon. I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honored guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offers to do his work? Hold your tongues. By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station and show Mistress Rose the respect she deserves. This is the woman who slew Gaius Van Baelsart and some half-dozen primals besides. She is not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand girl. If you can pardon them their impropriety, Mistress Rose, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Very willing, they may even learn something from you. It would seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Tom has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so he would have us publicly ship Ishgard, while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. 'Tis an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. That's exact, because I definitely need better casting gear. Okay. Let us begin anew, Mistress Rose. I am Sir Artoriel de Fortam, the eldest son of Count Edmond de Fortam. You will forgive my outburst. I hope I meant no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me, unlike some. Halshafan has spoken of you often. If you are even half the woman he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, then. You will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of houses Derendare and Zamail. You are aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it? Well, suffice it to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture, but we shall speak more of that anon. First, we must need secure transportation to Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo Stables and Foundation. Okay, that's one picked up. I will go grab the other. Oh, right. Freaking, you're helping Emmanellain simp for a woman.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no.
Ooh boy. Shall we be off then, old girl? Who are you calling old?
Dane, what the heck?
But where are my manners? Emmanellain de Fortamp, second son of Count Edmond de Fortamp, trueborn, that is. Yes, yes, I know what you're thinking, and you are absolutely right. What ill fortune to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all. That is not what I'm thinking.
I'm not thinking that.
Oh, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true, but who could be satisfied subsisting on a meager allowance, forever overshadowed by his sibling? Which is why I need your help to ensure that this business in this sea of clouds goes swimmingly, so that tales of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts. Or better yet, phrase me higher in their— oh god, seriously? Ambitious, I grant you, but then I do have a legendary hero to— you sound just like Alphino whenever I'm reborn.
Yeah?
Oh, don't look at me that way. I jest. You'd better be joking. Anyway, we are to aid the good men and women of House Halenart. They have ever been steadfast friends to our house, though they have fallen on hard times since the calamity, poor blighters. As for what precisely we will be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Just come along with me to the airship landing. We'll need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop.
I forgot how smug he sounded in the beginning.
Yeah, he just sounds like he's not taking everything seriously.
Yeah.
I will suffer through his bit first, and then we can go to Falcon's Nest and do the less painful bit. Because I think it's only like 7 or 8 quests per each of them.
I think so. Yeah, they're not very long.
Yeah, I still very much like that. Like, all the expansions start off this way, where you have 2 paths you can go to, and that introduces you to the 2 starting zones of the expansion that also end up being in-game zones.
Yep, it's very nice. Get your little choose your path thing. It's even still in Dawntrail to this day.
Upon an airship, conceived within the fecund mind of Sid Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald, who had come to call Eorzea home. High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds.
No, I wonder if I can grab the second
knights
right
of
here to fly me
Ishgard
up
had
there.
scarce begun to explore.
Because I
To a
know in like
fledgling outpost
Shadowbringers and Walking
within
stuff,
the
there's some
sea of
aetherytes you
cloud,
can't
where careworn scouts
grab
ever scanned the skies
that
for
because it's
winged
specifically locked
shadows.
off.
She came.
Yeah, it's story locked, I think.
But I think the ones
I mean, I could-
in the zone I might be able to grab. 'Cause I know there's
I could fly you up there and just see.
yeah, it's a good test. Because there's the aetheryte right around here, and then there's the one up by the bird people.
Yeah.
And
Zundus.
then the Falcon's Nest only has the one aetheryte, so it's kind of pointless to fly around aside from Well, I don't have either current yet either. I haven't unlocked that.
Yeah.
I think I unlocked that after I finish both of these. Awfully cold up here. I mean, Curses may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, it seems positively balmy. And of course, our hair is wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain the strong silent persona all the time, you know. Never mind, we need to find Lady Lanier. She's in charge of the garrison here. Oh, and when we find her, just follow my lead, yes? Excellent. Okay. She is there, so I'll go grab this Aetheryte first. And this is where the motorcycle comes in handy, being fastest ground mount.
Is it?
Yeah, the motorcycle, this specific one, was designed so that it has the +1 ground speed in every zone.
Oh. Wow, I never knew that.
Because like all these zones, you could buy a thing that improves your ground speed, but the motorcycle by default just has a +1 ground speed added onto it.
Dang, what the heck? That's pay to win. I never knew that. Dang, I gotta
Well,
use this.
it's not so much pay to win as it's pay to progress faster.
True.
Okay, and now we need a two-seater, so...
Yeah.
I need to party.
Get on the tire. The perfectly safe tire. Please hit on tight.
I think we can stay in party up to through the first dungeon, cause I don't think there's any solo instance things, at least this early.
I don't
Also,
remember.
I just realized this is a heart-shaped island that we're flying over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know there's some fighting things, like I click on a purple goopy thing to summon some enemies to fight, but there's not like any actual solo instances this early in Heavensward.
Forgot how big Heavensward areas are too.
Yeah, like, especially like when you get to like where the Mughals live, it's just absurd. Okay, I can attune to this.
Yay! And back you go. Meow. I could just put you where your next quest is.
Yeah, this one's easy to remember. It's this chick down here that Emmanellain's simping over.
I remember. I think. Yeah. Run one.
This lovely lady who really can do much better than Emmanellain.
Yeah, for sure.
Mistress Rose, welcome. I am Sir Lynette de Halenar, commander of the forces stationed here at Camp Cloudtop. Strange though it may sound, I have long dreamed of meeting you. I am in your debt, you see, and shall ever remain so. Were it not for you, my younger brother Francel would have been executed upon the word of a false inquisitor. Oh, you're Francel's sister, okay. Alas, a knight must go where duty demands, and thus have I been unable to seek you out. But by the grace of Halone, I have been granted an opportunity to thank my brother's savior in person, and to call upon her generous aid besides. Truly, I know not what I have done to deserve this double blessing. Oh, you're sweet. Oh boy. Ahem.
Oh.
It's a pleasure to see you again, my Lady Linnae. But an elegant figure as always, a steel-clad rose, especially equally at home on a battlefield or in a ballroom. Ooh boy. Lord Emmanellain, if it is not too much to ask, I should be grateful if you would allow me to finish speaking with Mistress Rose. Oh, get shut down! Oh, get shut down! Camp Cloudtop was established to provide early warning of impending Raubahnian incursions. The high elevation afforded by the floating isles makes it ideal for this purpose. Naturally, it also makes us a ready target for attack. We are not defenseless, however. The Protector, our largest and most advanced airship, is capable of downing all but the mightiest dragons. Alas, as you may have noticed, it is currently undergoing repair. What is worse, our efforts have been hampered by an indigenous beast tribe known as the Vanu Vanu, with whom we have had several skirmishes already. No beastman is a master of man of Ishgard. Bring me a birdman and I'll show him a thing or two. Oh, don't blow her a kiss, my guy.
Ugh.
I fear much and more may be asked of you in the days to come, Mistress Rose. I think she would be fine with me blowing her a kiss, but not him.
Yeah.
Like he's simping far
He's
too
weird.
hard.
Did they like just meet or?
No, they've known each other for a bit, because this is where Emmanellain's been stationed to work. Okay, I do need better leg gear. So what gear do I need to replace? Feet, legs, hands, body, accessories are good, because that's Poetics gear. Oh, I'm using a level 49 weapon? That's gross. Do I have anything better? While I understand Count Edmond's intentions, I would rather not waste valuable time ensuring that the young lord doesn't get trampled underfoot. True, it is entirely possible that he may learn something from this experience, but if left to his own devices, I think it far more likely that he will make a mess of things. Tell him that I would like him to keep watch for Raubahnian outflyers. Then, when you have a moment to speak with his manservant in private, make it clear that it is his responsibility to keep Emmanellain from shirking his duty. Nice and easy. Do I have a better weapon? I probably do not, so I'm going to need to buy one. Absolutely do not have a better weapon. That's casting gear.
Is there a merchant here? I could probably just get one.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I can just go back to Ishgard, I guess.
Yeah, just need a level 50 Dark Knight weapon, because the one I have is level 47. I have a question from Linnae. Why didn't she think to ask me in person? Surely she must see me standing here but a few yalms away. Oh, never mind. What is it? Mission? Yes, of course. That is why I'm here. I shall do as my lady asks. Oh, your lady? That's cringe.
Ugh.
Mistress Rose, I do not believe I have properly introduced myself. My name is Artoriel, and I serve at the pleasure of Lord Emmanellain. Lady Linnae would have me accompany Lord Emmanellain on his mission? I understand completely. I will do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. Were he of another house, mayhap I would not feel obligated to go to such lengths to preserve his safety and dignity. In any case, I appreciate you speaking to him for me. It would seem he actually listens to you, at least, more so than others. Or mayhap you are more skilled at this than most. I suspect you have had to humor your fair share of difficult men before. Believe me, I have.
Yeah.
That's scouting, tank. Can I glamour here? No, so I'll put the cure on once I'm at Ishgard. Grab casting pants too. Now that Emmanellain is out of harm's way, we are free to discuss matters of actual import, such as our struggles with the Vanu Vanu. We first encountered the Vanus several years ago when we had just begun to explore the Sea of Clouds. After an exchange of pleasantries and gifts, we received permission to construct a permanent lookout post. There was peace between our peoples for half a year until suddenly, for reasons unknown, their attitudes toward us changed. They began to attack our foraging parties without provocation, forcing us to rely more heavily on supplies flown in from Ishgard. But words are no substitute for first-hand experience. Go and see Sir Mariel. She could use your assistance.
Delivery. There you go. Where is it? Bam. Ta-da. Nice.
Oh, this looks like Lockhart, just not so bright and vivid. I like it.
Yeah, kinda. A little more blue.
Yeah, a bit more blue, but it's good. I like it. Let's see. That resign. That bumps me up to item level 112 from 101.
Oh, hey, nice.
I think my summoner's gonna benefit from all this gear too, because I have them at 110 actually, so I think my summoner's decently geared up.
Nice.
Mistress Rose, I presume? Lady Linnae told me you were coming. I hear tell you've never faced a Vanu before? Well, spend enough time on patrol and you're sure to cross paths with them eventually. These birdmen are native to the Floating Isles. I say birdmen, but they're not at all like the Ixal, unless that Ixal's mother was a Gigas. Here, let me mark several locations on your map. If you discover any Vanu in those areas, kill or drive them away. I see you playing Triple Triad.
Don't mind me.
Let's see if I can
I
reach
lost. I lost.
Step
Wait,
check.
where are we going?
Literally right down the hill.
Okay. Ta-da.
Okay, next one is just up the hill.
Nice, Aye.
Okay, I acquired the attention of a flying cat and another fluffy thing.
Fluffy things.
And I need to take this guy out because I'm sure he's gonna pull aggro on me while I'm trying to stand to watch. How did I pull aggro on a wind sprite? Those things are passive.
Oh, I think it was the fight with the Pisa.
Gala cats are one of my favorite creatures in the game.
They're so cute.
Especially like the minion that has like wearing the little raincoat. I think I have that minion.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, they're so cute.
It's a fluffy little flying cat wearing a raincoat.
So cute. It's protected from the rain.
And the cold, because that coat is fur-lined.
Yeah, now they got double fur.
Okay, good. This quest is not standing on top of a fate. Just adjacent to a fate. I hated how Raubahn had so many quests that were in the middle of a fate, so you had to do the fate and then do the quest.
Oh my god, yeah. I remember that from a Raubahn. It was such a thing. Oh god. Ah! Die!
Okay, now we can return to Marielle. It's quick and easy. If I'm remembering right, after I do these quests and then Artoriel's quest, then we get a chocobo mount and unlock Aether Currents, and then we could wander around doing currents for a little.
Yep. I forget where any of them are, but I can probably find a map.
And they like cut the amount of currents you need in half with Endwalker because there's so many currents. Or there were so many currents. So I think Endwalker still has the full amount of currents, and then Doncha will have like the full amount, but everything up through Shadowbringers will have a half amount, so it's far easier. Because I remember there being just like an absurd amount of currents, like 10, 12.
10 or 12, I think.
Okay, finished with your patrol. Anything to report? I have come with the word, and the word is bird. Bird is the word. Maybe it was too much to hope for a day without a skirmish. At least I can take solace in the fact that Haloni has blessed us with a mighty ally. Casting. The casting gear honestly doesn't look bad. Accepting your recent clashes with the Vanu, it cannot have escaped your notice that things here are rather peaceful, to the detriment of our garrison's discipline. Despite being built as an observation post, we have yet to record a single intrusion by the Horde. That is why, as far as everyone is concerned, Camp Cloudtop is backwater of no significance. And of course, the pride of our camp, the vaunted Protector, is in a perpetual state of needing repairs, so even were the Holy Seed to come under Raubahnian attack, we would be unable to fly to their aid. Simply put, Mr. Shrose, this is where a mission comes to die. If you haven't aspirations for advancement, you'll be right at home. However, I would like to think that enthusiasm can be just as contagious as apathy. If you will indulge me, I would have you seek out the sentries and stoke their fighting spirit. Psych them up, you might say. One person's down here. Can I jump off this? Please tell me yes. Yes, I can. Also, I will always appreciate this game having fall damage up to the point of 1 health, so you can't die from falling, but if you pull an enemy, that will kill you.
Yeah.
I don't want to psych him up. I'm not fine leaving Emmanellain to sulk.
Fine.
Is it an attack? What should we do? What should we do? You had me fooled there for a moment, old girl. Hey, quit calling me old. An amusing jest, albeit a tad cruel. Surely you must realize how unsuited I am to the monotony of mere sentry duty. Yet still you tempt me with the promise of excitement. No, this won't do. This won't do at all. Lady Lene will give me a grand mission as befits my station. Oh boy, he's going to do something stupid, isn't he?
Yeah.
What I've seen of him, he's absolutely going to do something stupid.
When does he ever not do something stupid? Well,
I have pulled...
a
Okay,
lot.
so the wind sprites aren't passive as I thought they were, because I flew by one and pulled it.
Got him.
Gee gods, where did that come from? Fine, if you insist, I will make an effort to be more alert, but really, I fail to see the point. We're hundreds of miles away from the front lines, which is just the way I like it, thank you very much. Is there Alright, I need to psych him up, not try to talk. What is it? Is it the Horde by Fury? Whatever possessed you to do that? I'm awake, worry not. After the shock you just gave me, I doubt I'll sleep for a fortnight. Yo, Fortnite?
Fortnite? Puggies?
What are we hitting the Gwitty?
We hitting the Gwitty?
What are we hitting the Gwitty for wheel?
Wheel, I wanna hit the Gwitty and do the floss.
Many thanks, Mistress Rose. Already I can see a change in our sentry's behavior. Beg your pardon, Lord Emmanellain said what? Well, I have no doubt that Lady Lene will do her utmost to oblige him. If Lord Emmanellain is going to demand a more dangerous duty, then I expect Lady Lene will want you to accompany him. Aye, you might as well speak with her sooner rather than later. There's no use avoiding the inevitable. Mistress Rose. Lord Emmanellain has just informed me that mere sentry duty is beneath him. I understand we have you to thank for this epiphany. No, there's nothing for it but to give him something more demanding then. Can I count on you to keep him safe? Excellent. We are in constant need of fresh water in Camp Cloud Chop, as there are no underground sources we can tap with wells. However, there is a unique variety of crystal we have recently discovered which may enable us to obtain water through other means. These spring crystals can be found in Vorsian Siran, to the east of here. I would have you and Emmanellain bring one back to us. You may have to contend with a feral beast with populated lakes, not to mention Vanu scouts ranging from their nearby settlement. Of course, that all pales in comparison to keeping the young lord entertained, but you have doubtless grown accustomed to that by now. Lady Lene told you to tell me about my mission once again? If I didn't know any better, I swear she's avoiding me. Gee, I wonder why.
Wonder why.
Anyway, what is it? Finally, it's about time she entrusted me with a mission of real import. Right then, let's go, let's go. Oh, you could definitely fly me there, because that is quite a ways away.
Okay. Where are we going? Oh. Yeah, it is a ways away. You're still on the mount.
Oh right, that's why I can't get on. I was like, why can't I get on? Oh right, I'm on a mount.
I've done that before too. It's fine.
Yeah, getting around's going to suck when I get to the zone that has the Mughals in it, because it's absurdly big.
Yeah, it's absurdly big. It has a lot of floors. Oh gosh. Got him.
Bye, kitty.
I painted all over him.
So this is the Vorsion Siran of legend, a Neri of Vanu in sight. How disappointing, I could do with some sport. I know, why don't you and I make it a competition? Whoever finds the superior specimen wins. Honorary shall judge our entries on Oh, you ended my cutscene, you stupid thing.
Oh! I didn't see that there.
I was wondering why the fight music started up and like, oh, this thing smacked me out of my cutscene.
Well, I guess I'll stand guard.
Honorary shall judge our entries on size, purity, and, say, aesthetic sensibilities. Let us begin at once. Yeah, I forgot that enemies can just smack you out of a cutscene. Let us find water.
Well, they avoided the fates, but they didn't avoid the enemies.
I forget which of these is the correct one. I think we just have to wander and poke at a bunch.
Yeah, I think so.
Seems like there might be one up here, but there is not. As far as I can tell. Of course, this one also doesn't exhibit the right properties.
I don't remember which one it is.
There's maybe one down here because the circle goes this way. Or this one here that I have yet to poke at. Oh, there's this one, there's another one that's nearby. Okay, this one's gotta be it, because the interact is taking forever.
Oh, okay. Yay!
This crystal appears to be secreting a steady stream of water. Perhaps it is the spring crystal Lady Lene seeks. And now we go find Honorary. Mistress Rose, have you brought your entry for the contest? My understanding of such things is limited, but can this truly be used to draw moisture from air like water from a pump? Fascinating. That's A-wing casting. A series of unfortunate events. I love that book series. Lord Emmanellain has been gone for an awfully long time. Did you perchance see him while you were searching for your crystal? Even he must realize the dangers of wandering too far in such a place. Mayhap I am worrying about nothing, but I must ask that you assist me in looking for him, Mistress Rose. We shall find him more quickly if we split up. Pray search in the southeastern area of Vorsian Saran as swiftly as you are able, and rendezvous with me in the north. Farewell and good luck. That's a bit of a trek.
Need some help. Whee!
I remember the second area, Falcon's Nest part is not as bad because it only keeps you in the southeastern, no, southeastern corner of the zone.
I think so. Also, look at the sunset. It's very pretty.
Is howdy, howdy, Wumple. Welcome in.
Hello.
Not such a bad tribe. I can just zoom on up there. I think this is the last quest for Emmanellain.
If it is, this was really fast.
Mistress Rose, Lord Emmanellain has been taken by the Vanu. Good. I don't see a problem with that. They had my lord surrounded, a whole gang of them. Please, you must come quickly. Okay, there actually might be a solo instance for this part. I think I'm remembering there being a solo instance where you have to rescue Emmanellain.
If there is, that's fine. I'll just hang around, I guess.
Oh yeah, there's a solo instance.
Good luck.
The Vanu must have taken him to that village, mayhap to present to their chieftain. I will make haste to the Rose House and tell Lady Linnae what has happened. Yet by the time I return with aid, it may already be too late. Forgive me for asking, Mistress Rose, but should you spy an opportunity to sneak past the sentries and rescue Lord Emmanellain in my absence, I beg you to take it. I know he can be a trifle presumptuous and insensitive and, well, insufferable, but he doesn't deserve this. Hey yo, harsh font, let's go. Best boy has arrived.
Harsher font. So cool.
Hooray, duty complete, easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Reinforcements.
Hooray for voiced cutscenes.
Anger of Honu, chief of mighty Vondo, royals like blackest storm clouds. Offer netherlings to the white. Cloud sea swells and he comes.
He's already a bird. Why does he need a bird hat?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yes, I don't remember this part. Why does he have a bird hat? He is a bird.
Ooh boy, it's Bismarck.
Oh.
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
Well, hello there.
Yeah, Wumple, he's more bird. He's double the bird.
He's double bird.
The white.
Too
the
bird, too
white,
furious.
Mighty Bismarck, Lord of the Mists. A flying whale? By the
Burbird.
fury, it's a primal. We must away. Damn! Bloody
Hey
tip.
yo, Sid coming in
Alright, we're
clutch,
going in.
as usual.
Hey.
Aye, Chief.
It's been so long since I've heard Sid's voice. I've forgotten what he sounds like. Oh my god.
Yeah, because we didn't really see Sid at all in Post Realm Reborn.
Yeah, exactly.
Like last time we saw him was heading into the Praetorium, actually. And then no Sid.
No Sid.
But now we have Sid.
Much Sid. I miss Sid. I hope he comes back.
Well then.
Well then. Having a whale of a time. You mean Wumple made the joke at the same time.
Yo, great minds think alike, or maybe you're both sharing the same brain cell. The gods only know what might have happened had we not been around to save you. No need for thanks though, it's not as if you haven't done the same for us on a few previous occasions. Alright, more than a few. Twas but blind chance had brought us together this time, in case you were wondering. The Holy See has petitioned the Ironworks for assistance with this creation of theirs, the Protector. Apparently, they just can't seem to get her flying. Anyway, I came to Camp Cloudtop to cast an eye over the ship, only to learn that you had arrived some few days before with an Ishgardian lordling in tow. Small world, I thought, just as said lordling's manservant scooted into view, babbling about his master having been captured and you risking all to rescue him. And the rest, as they say, is history. Right, well, I hate to cut short our reunion, but I'm here in business after all, and the boys are already hard at work. Don't worry, old friend, we'll speak again soon, I promise. Very well, I admit it. It was an incredibly harrowing experience. I could very well have died, you know, me, dead. On the other hand, by risking life and limb in the line of duty, I did succeed in uncovering the existence of a new primal. You did? You just happened to be there.
What?
I have made an historic discovery. A fact even... Oh god, a fact even Lady Linnea will have no choice but to acknowledge.
Oh my god.
Yes, I am
This guy.
I am rather looking forward to basking in the sunshine of her praise. Speaking of which, isn't it time we made our triumphant return? What praise? You fumbled into danger and I had to rescue you.
Bro thinks he's on the team.
Like, what praise do you deserve? You're tasked with finding a crystal and instead you got captured by birds and I had to fight to get you back.
Then he quivered in fear.
Praise Halone, I feared the worst. What happened out there? A primal? Are you sure? Yet, now that I think on it, this Bismarck is reminiscent of the White Whale of Vanu legend. A massive creature said to swim in the sea of clouds. From what I have learned of comparable summonings, the presence of the Vanu's god would certainly explain the sudden change in their behavior toward the people of Camp Cloudtop. Ah, you mean to say that they have fallen under the Primal's influence? I recall reading of such things in the documents provided by Master Alpha now. Aren't we forgetting something important, Lady Linnea? A little recognition for the hero of the hour. A few choice expressions of gratitude, respect, admiration, and so on. Why, yes, you are right, of course. Mistress Rose deserves all that and more for having risked her life to rescue such an esteemed personage. Get clowned on again?
Get clowned on, nerd.
Well, if there is naught else to discuss, I would depart for Ishgard forthwith. The Holy See and the Temple Knights must be informed of this new threat without delay. But of course, Mistress Rose, you have done more than enough here. Pray return to Ishgard with Lord Harshavan and give my warmest regards to the Count. So that's it then. No more forays into enemy territory. Very well, I can see my services are no longer needed. Take care, Lady Linnea. May our next meeting take place under more felicitous circumstances. Why are you like this, Emmanellain? All is well that ends well, eh? To the airship landing then, we can speak on the journey home. Now it's gonna teleport to Ishgard where the airship landing is probably faster. punk. That's not what you said to me, punk. Even the flowers would see me dead.
Shake my head, doesn't know who we are.
SMH in my head. Greater men than a pile of flowers have tried and failed to kill me.
Greater pile of flowers, too. Have you seen a marble? I don't think that counts as flowers, but...
I confess I have always been rather fond of airship travel. The chill of the wind upon your face, the warmth of the blood pumping in your veins from the excitement. I find the whole experience indescribably invigorating. Or mayhap it is simply the joy of having cheated death yet again. Ah. Aha! In any event, I must make for the congregation and inform Sir Aymeric of all that has occurred. Emmanellain should have returned to the manor by now. Why not go and see if he has recovered from his ordeal? I shall do that, and then off we go to Falcon's Nest. I think today's stream goal will be do the first dungeon, which shouldn't. Oh, why am I going back?
Shouldn't be too long.
No, why am I going back to the airship landing? I think we get to the first dungeon after we do the Falcon's Nest stuff with Artoriel. Add it for about an hour 40, so we should finish the first dungeon before 4 hours. Shorter stream is good. I have had no Final Fantasy stream shorter than 4.5 hours, so a shorter stream would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you. Gods, did he have to strike me so hard? You should be lucky he didn't smack you harder. Father, he did not approve of how I handled matters in Camp Cloudtop. How I endangered the lives of others through my own recklessness and incompetence. It's not easy playing the hero, is it? You don't play the hero, you are the hero or you're not.
The heck do you mean? He's delusional.
Of course he is. It's like you don't play the hero, you're either the hero or you're not the hero. Not some game you play. Oh, that's neat. It shows you your previous meteorite shard you went to. That must be a recent change.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it says previous location, the Forgotten Night.
Oh, I never noticed that. Huh, neat. Yeah, that must be a new change, because I've never noticed that.
And now it should say previous location, last vigil. Well, it's good to know it keeps track of where you've been teleporting to in the Aethernet charts, even if you go to a different zone. Greetings, Mistress Rose. I've saddled a black chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands as per Lord Artoriel's instruction. Will this be your first time riding a black chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As I dare say you know, this particular breed can fly. Given the right conditions, they can carry you quite high too, even over Snowcloak. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destination all by herself. So just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, but be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times. I mean, that's fair. Relax my grip, I'm gonna go tumbling off to my doom.
Yeah, that's no good. You'll take everything but 1 damage.
And I'll probably land on some angry monster that'll just bite me and kill me.
That too.
The Kurthus Western Highlands.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts,
I
made
still love
pallid
that
by
the
the
entirety
calamity.
of Heavensward is just narrated by Count Portant from his book.
It's great. Hearing
Beyond
him
the
narrate for
towering
each
wall
new
of
area
ice,
and whatnot is
to lands long forsaken,
it's amazing.
that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, she came.
The world looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. Do business. Sir Redwall is in charge here, he should be expecting us. First things first. Ethernet. Grab the Aether Shard. It has been far, far too long, Lord Artoriel, and who might your companion be? Pray forgive us our lateness, Sir Redwald. I present to you Pennifer Rose, Ward of House for Tom. Ah, yes, of course. Lord Drillmon spoke of you. I, Sir Redwall of House Durandare, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Before we speak of that, would I be correct in assuming that Mistress Rose is unfamiliar with our recent history? Then, with your permission, I shall recount the tale for her benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and some few villagers. And then came the calamity. When it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Abandoned to the heretics. Lady Icehart and her kind have walked these lands with impunity ever since. Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highlands and the expulsion of heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplishing these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. As promised, we of House Fortomp are at your disposal, Sir Redwald. You need but tell us where to begin. Several craftsmen and services to the House of the Mail are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Roth, the foreman, tells me he has need of a woman with your talents. Would you be so kind as to seek him out? By my talents you mean murder. I will gladly partake.
I'm very good at that.
I have a very big sword, goopy black energy particles, and an angsty spirit inside of me. I'm good at killing.
Heck yeah.
Yes, I'm Roth,
And a little dragon.
who might you be? Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you aboard. I have the honor of overseeing this fine mess you see before you. Sent me over on one of them blackbirds, same as you, to build and mend and tell others how to build and mend. But fury take me, it's this ice, it's bloody unnatural how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites, I tell you, mark my words, there's pockets of them here and there just waiting for me to turn my back so that they can sneak out and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stand watch long enough, you're sure to find them. God, I still really want that bed, it's such a good mount.
I think someone else noticed. It's very cute. Yeah.
One set. I just see the silhouette of an alien or UFO carrying you above me.
I'm descending from space. Take me to your leader.
I can't wait to finish all of the story and then just go and have like a few Hildebrand streams that are just going to be the most absurd nonsense ever.
Yeah.
I'm saving Hildebrand to the end specifically so that after all the emotional good story is done, we just have a bunch of nonsense.
The newer Hildebrand stuff is especially great. They just keep getting better with it.
I loved all of Endwalker Hildebrand, it was so good.
Yeah.
I do hope the Dawntrail relic weapons are more involved than the Endwalker ones.
Yeah, the tomes were a bit much, because you just needed more and more tomes.
Like, I liked Shadowbringers, how they did it, where you had to go into Bozja to just progress to get your relic, and you had to go do other content, like older content.
Yeah, it was fun. It was grindy, but it was fun. You know,
It was
you had to-
grindy in, it's grindy in the way that Eureka is, it's fun.
Yeah, exactly. Plus it got people to do, like, older dungeons and whatnot. So queues were better overall.
You're a dab hand at Warcraft, I can tell. Warcraft is Final Fantasy.
Warcraft.
Not that I've any skill at arms to speak of, mine, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Be a waste to keep you to myself when there are others out what need help, same as me. So if you're keen to keep on doing what you've done, I'd ask you to head north to the Pike, the bloody huge statue out in the wastes if you've never been. Mason by the name of Thiermont is out there tending to the thing. Good man, Thiermont, but I reckon he's taken on too much work for one. Might be there's something you can do for him. Let's see, that is all the way out there. I'm gonna employ your services once more.
Okay. I have a different mount.
Ayo.
Forward and back, and forward
I
and
love
back.
Cruise
Here we go,
Chaser.
forward and back.
One of my favorite mounts that I own.
I know, right? I just like the music.
I'm gonna turn on mount music for now.
We don't get to fly for very long, but
So, even if it's not very long, it's still a good flight. The music's great.
forward and back, and forward and back.
Yeah, the lyrics kind of remind me of doing the cha-cha slide.
Yeah, kinda.
Hails to you, traveler. What brings you out this way? Foreman Roth bid you assist me? Well, far be it from me to turn down a helping hand. I've been tasked with the restoration of the sculpture. 5 years in neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I've just the thing for it. Rather, those deep eyes have it. If you could slay through and bring me the bristles, I would be in your debt.
Or you mean that one I just killed? Oopsie.
And what I do like about this is that, like in WoW, you'd have to kill multiple enemies because they're not guaranteed to drop anything. Here, it's just they're guaranteed to drop it if it's a quest objective.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wander around for like half an hour trying to kill things, praying they're going to drop the item you need.
God, that sounds so annoying. I would not
It
want that.
is annoying, and there are so many quests like that. And it's worse because there will be other people doing the quest who need the thing, and if you don't pull aggro on the enemy and get the kill, you won't get a chance to loot it. So if there's other people
God.
fighting, then you're going to have to try to kill faster to
That-
have a chance at looting the enemy to potentially get the item you need for the quest.
That's evil. What?
It is evil, but it's player retention. You're sitting there for hours grinding out these tedious things to progress in the story, so it get you playing longer.
Ugh.
Feel how coarse that is? That's why they're perfect for scrubbing the soot from this statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The spitting image of Heldrath, first of the Azure Dragoons and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. A symbol of everything the Dravanians despise, which is why they've taken to searing it with dragonfire every time they pass by. But no longer will we suffer this desecration of our nation's hero. Soon, this statue will be as it once was, a proud, shining testament to the determination of Ishgard and a message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard and the conditions harsh, but as a proud Ishgardian, I could ask for no greater honor. Oh good, I get offending gloves now that I'll have like a full set of actual armor that I could wear that looks good.
Man, this guy must really admire this place because he's still here post Dawn Trail for me. He's still in the cold, just staring at this building.
Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There's this knight, Sir Isidore, stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She's always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. Annie wrote, while you were away, she came through on patrol and I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? I mean, I don't mind at all. It'll be right there. God, I forgot how massive this zone is. We're barely here, and the other corner is it's so far away.
Yeah, this is all the bottom half.
Yeah, like this first part only takes you to this little tiny section we're in right now, and then you eventually get to the rest of the zone, and it's just so massive.
It's huge.
Oh, I love.
I'm glad they did shrink them down eventually, but
Yeah, I love the music on this mount.
oh yeah, it's great. Here, right?
Yep, right here.
Okay.
Here.
Can you jump up there?
I cannot. You
Need
deposited me
help?
on. You deposited
Oopsie.
me on the side of the wall that I cannot climb.
Oh yeah. Oopsie, I'm sorry.
What's that? A package? I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about. Confound it, that fool of a... What a waste. It was a gift, adventurer. Theormon labors day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try to eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the Fury, have you no sense of decorum? A highborn knight cannot be seen favoring a lowborn mason in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern, as well as your willingness to assist Theormont. May your journey back to Falcon's Nest be safe and swift. Pray give my regards to Sir Redwald. And now we return to the settlement.
No.
Also, once we do the first dungeon, if it's not super late into the stream, I might do the first level 50 plus Dark Knight quest. Because we've just hit 2 hours. We've got time. It's not gonna take us forever to get to the dungeon.
Yeah, no problemo. I think.
I must applaud your initiative, Miss Rose. Roth tells me you've been quite busy. Alas, we have not the time to thank you properly. I have a task to which I would commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Artoriel included. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Drillmont said. Good. We have lost contact with the reconnaissance party sent north to Riversmeet in search of the heretics' hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met with some other misfortune, we know not, but regardless of the cause, we must act quickly. This is a harsh, unforgiving land which can claim, and has claimed, lives of many men. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Artoriel will be working together. Seek him out when you are ready to depart, and good luck. So now we equip here. Yeah, this actually doesn't look bad for a set of tank gear.
Yeah, it definitely looks at least consistent, which is nice.
It's significantly better than any of the stuff in A Realm Reborn, especially the frickin' thumb armor.
Yeah, exactly.
This looks like something a knight would wear. It's plated, it's got like that chainmail underneath.
A dark knight of sorts.
Game, what do you mean I can't get in?
Oh, you're out of range. The range is weird.
Okay, and... Oh, wait, I need to talk to Artoriel. Why did I get in?
Oops.
It seems we have been assigned the area near Camp Riversmeet, Mr. Shrose. Lest you are unaware, the camp was one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from Curse' Western Highlands. One of many sacrifices made in the wake of the calamity. would not surprise me if our knights took shelter there. If there is but one way to find out, though, let us be off. Okay, let's see. How far up is this bar?
That's far. Sheesh.
Oh yeah, I forgot how good the music for Go-Kart Titan is.
Yeah, it's great. I kind of like OG Titans a bit more, but this is still good.
Yeah, like all of the music in the Eden Wraith is great, especially like freaking Eden Shiva. Return to Oblivion is so good.
Yeah, it's amazing. I cannot wait to hear that in the Ultimate.
We are down. Oh, no, Artoriel's right here. Okay. There, below us, campfires meet, or what remains of it. I see no way to descend the cliffs safely from here. Should we fall, the beast below would make short work of us. Come, I know a path to the riverbed below, east of the Black Iron Bridge.
Speak for yourself. I can drop down and handle the beast just fine. In fact...
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna risk it. Now I'm at 1,000 health, but I was like at, what?
There was only one wolf here. What do you...
Okay, why did we jump down? We're supposed to be up top.
Oopsie, sorry.
I mean, that's fine. I just realized that we're meant to be up top too. Like, it's here. So we're on the up top on the side of the bridge.
I'm afraid I'm a bad influence.
Oh no, don't worry. I am dumb. I'm perfectly fine to admit that I am in fact dumb and will do things without thinking.
Hey, listen, me too. So it's fine.
If the reconnaissance party came this way, I see no sign of it. Still, it is possible that the recent storms have obscured their trail, or that they took an alternate route to campfires meet. Until we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. So yeah, Wumple, the intro to that Titans music is gas reminiscent. Okay, now we're meant to be down.
This is one of the reasons I couldn't make an ult. Just because I'd have to go through all this again. But I'd have to walk.
Well, that's what the zippy motorcycle is for. It makes getting around faster.
Sure. I just need one friend to fly me around.
Search for missing knights. Okay, I found a purple goopy danger thing too. Let's go murder some critters.
Purple danger thingy. My favorite. Aya!
Are you alright? I heard sounds of a struggle. Thank the Fury. I thought no one would come. 3 heretics slain and 1 knight saved, just like that. You certainly live up to your reputation, Mistress Rose. What happened here, sir? Is there no one else? We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. Not but white all around, until we saw shapes moving toward us, running toward us, with naked steel in their hands. I cut down a few of the Beastars who came close, but the others They were shouting and screaming, but after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed. But the heretics tracked you here. My lord, the heretics' hideaway lies somewhere to the north. We must move quickly before the snow buries all traces of their passing. For my brothers, we must. Cough cough, wheeze, sputter. Have faith, sir. Justice will be done, but first we must see you to safety. I'm gonna quickly swap to Summoner and equip all the gear I have. I still got level 90 gear, that's kinda cringe. Yeah, this mage gear really doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, definitely better than anything around the board.
I think Stormblood is when the leveling gear actually starts to look really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially dungeon gear, like that's, I think it's the second or third dungeon where you get like the swimsuit looking gear.
Yeah, Shishui, I think.
Oh yeah, Shisui of the Violet Tide. That gear looks so good.
It really does.
He has the right of it, Mistress Rose. Whatever remains of the Heretic's trail will be gone with the next snowfall. But we cannot very well leave our friend here. I will see him to Falcon's Nest and gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the Heretic's trail, do not wait for me, follow it back to their lair forthwith, being sure to leave me some clear footprints. I realize that this plan may place you in considerable danger, but I see no alternative. Rest assured, we will not be far behind, and Panderper, thank you. See, I like you better than your brother.
Yeah, he's a lot better.
Like, Emmanellain spent all that time simping over Linnae and just trying to get praise from her. Artoriel's here just doing business. Okay, another... Alright, I remember this solo instance.
I believe in you.
Oh, I forgot that this music plays while you're doing this.
But dang, that's nice. Oh. Very calming.
Yeah, this is what played in the Heavensward trailer. At least at the start, before things got spicy. Also, I'm glad I can just ignore most of these. I was about to say ignore all of them.
Almost.
But they die quickly, because they are level 50 scrubs.
Hey, scrub.
Okay, I'm dealing with you first, because you're going to make things annoying. Yeah, and I know how to use this. you're gonna do is bonk me with your cane? Oh yeah, just hiding back the wind for your friends to die? Don't you run, you coward?
Coward. He's actually called spineless.
Yeah, he's hiding behind a rock, waiting for his friends to die, and then running like a coward from me?
He's still running. Where's he going?
I think it's not possible to kill this guy. You could just get him to like 1% health, because he's meant to lead you to where things are. I'm just gonna keep smacking him anyways.
Help!
Or could kill him.
Oh.
Well, at least he led me up here, so I have a... Well, the map doesn't update, so...
Interesting how it lets you roll around this much in a solo instance. Usually the newer ones are very, like, locked in a specific area.
True. Though there's that one from Endwalker where you have to... wander around the ruined city area.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
That one is so massive. Hello? Anyone home? Everyone's home.
Hello? Knock knock.
Hello? Anyone home?
Knock knock, it's Knuckles.
I don't like the sound that person made as they died. That was not a safe word sound. That was a very sussy dying sound.
That was a very sussy Baka moment right there. I don't know about that one. I'm trying to get our stream taken down. What the hell?
Alright, you again.
Looking for me, I presume.
The child who glimpsed the truth.
Well...
No, it cannot be.
She cameth unto me, as didst thou. Alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo. The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things, once the calamity came. The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found, but I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course, and not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr. And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice and saw the truth through his eyes. I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people, to bring dragon and man together as they once were and should ever be. It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control. Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right. I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored. We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
Mistress Rose, praise Helon. You are alive. We came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. So they were lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. 'Tis a pity Lady Iceheart escaped, but we must not let that detract from your accomplishment. We have them on the run. You have dealt our foes a telling blow this eve, my friend, and I shall see that your efforts are recognized. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy, tenacious devils. The night chat matters here well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwald. Come, after tracking heretics across mountains of ice and snow, I would say you would do a few hours rest next to a warm fire. How do you drive all the way back?
Oh. Wait, where are you?
I am... God, I'm so far north.
Oh god.
Gore Game Mills.
I'm coming in.
forgot that the solo instance takes you this far north.
Same. I was like, where are you? Beep beep. Your Uber ride is here. Please be sure to leave a 5-star review for me.
Lord Artoriel, Mistress Rose, full glad am I to see you both hale and healthy. What news? You mean to say you hunted the heretics down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury. I believe we have made great strides towards purging these lands of heretics, and I mean to say as much when I deliver my port to my father in the Holy See. As will I, Lord Artoriel. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandare and Fort Hump could achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest. You most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Mistress Rhodes have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Redwald. We thank you for your hospitality. Here each bird transports back. Or okay, I cannot go back. Wait,
Really?
I thought there was a way to go back from here.
Oh, there's like a gate for you.
Yeah, it said
It's open for
like
me.
that NPC said if I had my own black chocobo, I could take off flying through here. So that seems apparently you need your burb, which is fine. I can go to Ishgard. Foundation.
Wee.
Mistress Rose, I would speak plain. From the first, I questioned your motives and your competence. Unjustly, I now realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beg your belief. But Haurchefant swore that all the stories are true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened because for all his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother. The legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. Mother hated him, of course. Even on her deathbed, she refused to acknowledge him, and, to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that is not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmeet, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone. An onerous task, fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of Eorzea and honored guest of House for Tom, my new comrade in arms, Haurchefant's dear friend. I told myself it was to be a test, but part of me hoped that you would fail. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest, nor any sign of fear, and you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Haurchefant had the right of it all along. That I doubted your strength bespeaks mine own weakness, but I will not doubt you again, Mistress Rose. On that you have my word.
Wow, this quest went a lot better than his brother's.
Absolutely it did. Artoriel seems like he's just a perfectly competent man.
Yeah.
Before I pick up that, I am going to glamour myself.
Glam time.
Oh, right, this part. I get to go beat up a bunch of temple knights. And I also get Aether Compass and a bird. Mistress Rose, my lord the Count much desires to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Artoriel and Lord Emmanellain, if you would remain here for a moment.
The hero returns. I cannot thank you enough for saving young Emmanellain's life. Aye, he told me everything. I've also received letters from both House Zamael and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Forton. You've won us much honor, my friend.
My lord.
What is it? Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings. Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
What sane person could ever accuse Tataru of being a heretic?
What?
How do you look at that
Explain.
that small girl and say, yeah,
Heresy.
Heresy. I smell heresy of what...
Entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries.
And what do you mean, like, number of inquiries? They're, what, asking questions? Isn't that what you do?
Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain...
That's exactly what you do,
elements.
yeah.
'Twas this which prompted a knight of the Heavensward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Sir Grinno is a brute. Exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamael. How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
Though you have won the hearts and minds of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed. Men who will dismiss your efforts and resent your successes even as we celebrate them. Tis like that one such member of House Zemail is manipulating Sir Greno, for he is not a man to dabble in politics of his own volition. He may genuinely believe your friends to be guilty, though I am quite certain his masters know better. Yet truth will avail us not if we cannot prove their innocence. You would do well to speak with Sir Aymeric at the Congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. He will know more of these charges. Oh goody, I haven't seen Aymeric in a while.
Goody, my friends are being arrested again. Yay!
Well, technically Chitaru's never been arrested. Unless you count what happened with the Garleans kidnapping her. Alphinaud's been arrested by the Crystal Braves. Chitaru was taken by the Garleans, but that's not technically arrested, they're just kidnapping her. It has been too long, Pennifer. Would that this visit came under happier circumstances. You are come to plead for Master Alphinaud and Mr. Chitaru, I take it? Word of the detainment has reached us while I was delivering my report on the Vanu Primal. Truly, I know not which is the more ludicrous, these charges or that flying feathered whale. That Sir Greno's accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is a knight of the Heavensward. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12 finest knights in all of Ishgard, sworn to serve his eminence alone. Suffice it to say, their testimony is unimpeachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions. After all the Scions have done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, helping us to defend the steps of faith and drive back the Dravanian horde, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there naught we can do? I fear there is but one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat. But of course. In a trial by combat sanctioned by the Inquisition, the victor's claim is judged true regardless of the petitioner's standing. Under Ishgardian law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master Alphinaud and Mr. Chitaru would be expected to face Sir Greno and a second of his choosing, another Knight of the Heavensward, most like. 2 of them? By the fear, that can hardly be considered fair. Master Alphinaud's magical talents will not have gone unnoticed, meaning that he will have no choice but to participate. Mr. Chitaru, on the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill and should be afforded the right to name a champion to fight in her stead. Lest you doubt, I am ready and willing to serve in this capacity, as I am sure is led Harshaphant, but all who present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among us and mayhap in the realm at large. Then it is settled. I will visit Master Alphinaud at once and inform him of our intentions. Pennifer, meet me at the tribunal when you are made ready. Until then, my friend.
Quiet.
Let's go build up some Temple Knights.
Yay!
Who is this Albert and why is he firm?
That's a good question. Do you think he goes to the firmament?
Listen
Oh,
carefully.
another solo instance. Huh.
Listen carefully, Pennifer. When the trial begins, the petitioner will be asked to restate his charges and the accused invited to respond. Then, in accordance with the law, they will be asked to restate their request for a trial by combat. Once the High Adjudicator acknowledges Mistress Terra's right to name a champion, that is when you must make your entrance. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on Sir Grino's face when he sees his true opponent. It will be priceless. More seriously, should you begin to lose heart, look to me in the stands, and I shall cheer so loud you will wonder how you could ever have contrived to doubt yourself. Now, are you ready?
We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of 2 souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward. Sir Grino, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I would hardly call Alphino a man.
I, Sir Grino de Zemile, brother of the Heavensward, did bear witness to these 2 foreigners consorting with heretics.
Heresy.
Let the accused step forward. Alphino Leveilleur, Tataru, you have heard the charges leveled against you. Will you take up arms to refute Sir Grino's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
I, Alphino Leveilleur, am innocent of this charge, and claim my right to trial by combat.
I, Tataru, am innocent of this charge. But I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
Champion.
To the old and the infirm, the young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well. Who will stand for this woman?
What's up, suckers?
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
I still kind of doubt the justice system if all you needed to do was get someone strong to help you. But it's fine.
Render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked. you now.
Alphino, what the hell are you doing? I freed you.
He's trying his best. He's got one spell. Old level 60 summoner or scholar, whatever he is. He's not doing anything.
It's over.
You did it.
Of course we won. The Fury has spoken. Alphino Levier, Taru, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we who receive of her wisdom and see justice wrought by her divine hand. Petitioners accused, go forth in peace. Delivered from an untimely demise yet again, my thanks as always. By the Fury, what a splendid victory! To see how you strove in the face of adversity, two brave young souls bound together by the puissant bonds of camaraderie. Why, it stirred me to the very depths of my soul. Having been treated to such a rousing spectacle, it seems only right that I present you with a humble token of mine admiration. Pray receive of me this chocobo whistle. With it, you may summon a black chocobo fully trained and ready to fly. Bird. Magnificent, is she not? Strong yet sleek, elegant yet eager. What say you, Pennifer? Will you take her for your steed? Gladly. Lord Harshavon, chocobos are prohibited in the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. Oh my god, that's long.
What is that?
The Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. Your steed must remain outside.
He really came with the, actually, according to Article 7, page 5, Section 2.
Like, actually... But now I can partake in Aether Currents.
Yay!
This game, I know how Aether Currents work. I will drag the Aether Current collection thingy onto my side hotbars, so that I don't have to keep opening up the collection just to find it. Disclosure. Black chocobos are all well and good, but the true reward for your efforts is the exoneration of your comrades. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to see to personally. In the meantime, pray return to Fortemps Manor. The Count has done so already and will doubtless be eager to discuss the day's events. I'm gonna equip that. Alone smiles on us yet again, Mistress Rose, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free. I confess I did fear for your safety, which is not to say I doubted your prowess, you understand? I merely knew the strength of your opponents. Ahem, you do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. Besting 2 of the Heavensward while the city's elites looked on? By the Fury, anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do so from now on. Oh, my lord. You have just received a message from the Vault. His Eminence, the Archbishop, requests the presence of Mistress Rose. An invitation from the Archbishop? What an honor. A personal summons is indeed a great honor, and given recent events, you would be wise not to delay. Go, Mistress Rose, we shall speak anon. A priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him and he will escort you inside. Nope, I did not. How did I open that? What buttons did I push on the keyboard to open my web browser? Oh. I didn't even know I could push buttons on the keyboard to open a web browser.
I didn't know that either.
I was trying to do one of my expression hotkeys, pushed a different button, and somehow opened up my web browser. We are honored to receive you, Mistress Rose. This way, please.
Oh wow, the Vault's a pretty place where I'm sure nothing bad could possibly ever happen.
Nothing bad ever happens. Ever.
Ever in the Vault. Nothing bad ever.
At least in this part of the vault.
Yeah. Oh god, that guy's old.
Your Eminence, it is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light.
Behold, the Space Pope.
I have heard the
Space
tales of
Pope.
your many grand endeavors. The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his
Think
praise.
he's also played Undertale?
Probably.
I am Thordan the Seventh, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies. You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate, but as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me. But I digress. Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to gross indignities. This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavensward were in receipt of erroneous information. Sir Grinno has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
An unfortunate misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve Ishgard, but one which should never have occurred. For who could doubt the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the steps of faith? Not I. That much is certain. That will be all, Sir Zephyrin. I would speak with our guest in private.
Your Eminence? As you wish, Your Eminence. That will be all for today.
Privacy is a luxury rarely afforded one in my position. Now tell me, young lady, what do you know of the Ascians?
Pardon?
Much and more, I shouldn't wonder. Being
excuse me?
light. You should know that I myself have met with them, have entertained them as guests, even. Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power that we might continue our war against the dragons.
What the Sigma?
I have no intention of aiding their cause.
Yo, same brain cell.
Nor less of
The exact same brain cell.
Yet, were I to refuse them outright, I should learn naught of their true objectives and remain powerless to stop them. Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict.
Forgot he just opens up like this, like, hey, yeah, I just talked to the Ascians, they're cool.
And why
How about
do I
you?
tell
How's your day
this?
going?
Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the warrior of light. If we are to rid ourselves of these vile interlopers, we must needs work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest Eorzea from their grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace. Think on it.
There you are. I confess, I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you?
It is so nice that Heavensward has so many voiced cutscenes.
Well, well.
Yeah.
A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. I see my fears were wholly misplaced.
It only gets better from here, too.
By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Ascians. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well. We will have new primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be certain. 'Tis but a matter of time. Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you. When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumor. General Raubahn is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate!
If the Flame General dies,
You're
we will
going
lose a
to do
staunch
what
ally,
to my bro?
and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account.
We're gonna do
Lord
what?
Orchiphon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay. We cannot permit this execution to take place. We must save Raubahn.
Raubahn!
If the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge headlong into Ul'dah without a plan. Before we can formulate a plan, however, we must first learn how things stand in the Sultanate, which is why I propose that we visit Limsa Lominsa. You heard me right. While you were about your altruistic endeavors, I acted as an intermediary in trade negotiations between House Hortomp and a Lominsan consortium. During the said negotiations, an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I am happy to report that we yet have a stout ally in Limsa. The Admiral has pledged her full cooperation in any effort to rescue Raubahn. Accordingly, I have agreed to meet with her, that we might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both. Your presence never fails to embolden our allies, after all. When you arrive at Limsa, make yourself known to Sergeant Xanthael at Bulwark Hall on the lower decks. He will admit you to the bridge. Yeah, we're going to visit the Admiral. Let's go!
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in who knows how many quests or how long.
It's been a while.
I know the last time I remember seeing her was 2 streams ago during the Bloody Banquet. So I kind of misgauged when the first dungeon arrives. I thought it was going to be sooner, so let's maybe make today's stream goal just to be rescue Raubahn.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then next Sunday when I stream again, we can do some Dark Knight quests and some dungeons and more MSQ. The MSQ thus far has been significantly better than the majority of A Realm Reborn.
Yeah, for sure. The pacing is just so much better here.
I think it goes a bit faster. Like things just progress so quickly. You're not stuck in one area for like 50 quests.
Exactly. We've already been through 2 areas at this point, and that's
it
great.
is good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
Thankfully, we had allies there who took us under their wing. And theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Ul'dah, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass. On the contrary, 'twould seem the charges against us have not been made public. Might we have you to thank for that, Admiral?
Sharp as ever, Master Elfino. On Marshal Terrapin's urging, the Elder Seed Seer and I demanded that the Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found. Our argument was simple. Lacking proof, to accuse the Saviors of the Realm of so unlikely a crime would have the people up in arms. In their wisdom, the Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen. There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seedseer and I were summoned for a private audience with the Sultana. There, she revealed her intent to announce her abdication, that she might pave the way for the establishment of an Ul'dah Republic.
What? But such an announcement would have plunged the entire nation into chaos.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seedseer and I to lend Raubahn a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. Chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit. Surely Lolorito would never knowingly... Could it be? I dare not hope.
The Uldan authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing. To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Mayhap they're waiting for a fitting moment to break the news. Or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Raubahn is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long. Pray mistake not my meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately. I see no reason for this delay.
Aye, you've struck upon an important point, Master Alphino. Following his capture, Raubahn had been held in the Marasaja pit within Uldar. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Queerly, 'twas not the brass blades who spirited him away either, but a band of soldiers decked in blue.
The Crystal Braves.
Aye. If I read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain. At any rate, if we're to rescue Raubahn, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Doma.
Rito.
Raubahn's survival is vital to the Artorian Alliance. We can ill afford to lose him. But I cannot send troops into Uldar. It would spell the end of the Alliance, and war, like as not. If there is to be a rescue, it falls to you and yours to attempt it. I would not have it any other way, Admiral. It was I who founded the Crystal Braves, and I who must take responsibility for their actions. Spoken like a true leader, Master Alphino. By way of a first step, use to seek out our Doman contact. You will find her among the frontier hands at Revenant's Toll, working in a kitchen.
More donuts. I don't remember this little part with Raubahn during Heavensward MSQ. No wonder it's taking so long to get to the dungeon.
Mistress Manifer, I knew in my heart that you were safe, but to see you again in the flesh, words cannot well express my relief. Even as the victory feast was taking place, the Crystal Braves turned upon us and took the Rising Stones by force. Amid the chaos, some few of my compatriots and I were able to slip away unnoticed. Since then, we have remained in Reven's Toll, keeping watch over the mutineers while awaiting your return. You have done well by us, and we, Domans, do not soon forget our debts. We swear to do all within our power to aid you. Shortly before you arrived, I received word from Lim's Elements that you were searching for General Raubahn. As the Admiral will have informed you, he was recently removed from his cell in the Marasacha pit. At the same juncture, you, Yahase, and the 3rd Unit were observed leaving the Rising Stones. This can be no simple coincidence. Their purpose, we believe, is to escort the Flame General to the scene of his execution. Suffice it to say, we have people shadowing the 3rd. If you would join the hunt, pray seek out Daware at High Ridge, which I too am bound. God, it's storming out. I can hear the rain pouring.
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, I doubt my power's gonna go out before I finish stream. I should at least be safe on that.
Okay.
I have been expecting you. Time is of the essence, so I shall be direct. Yahase and his men are bound for Halatali. We believe that this is where they intend to carry out the execution. Hozan is presently keeping watch over the entrance. Let us make haste and join him. Okay, so now it is time to rescue Raubahn in another solo instance.
Rescue Raubahn!
I completely forgot how many solo instances there were before the first dungeon.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot too.
You come at a good time, my friends, but moments ago, the traitor Ilberd arrived and entered Halatali. Oh, gross, Ilberd.
Ugh.
From this, we may be certain that General Raubahn is being held within. There is no time to lose. General Aldin may be executed at any moment. You must enter Halatali and free him from his captors. Please see to your preparations and tell me when you are ready to proceed. One of our own will accompany you inside. I'm gonna kick Ilberd's butt.
Kick his butt.
All these crystal brave punks.
Go to hell, Mr. Sloppy Guy.
Hey, Yugiri!
Pray, forgive me my lateness.
Yugiri!
I love
Lady
Yugiri!
Master Alphino, I am pleased to see that the light of resolve shines in your eyes once more.
Ah, yes. How pathetic I must have seemed to you when we last met. I am ashamed to record it. For a time I was well and truly lost. But with the aid of my comrades, I have since refound my purpose, and I shall take care not to misplace it again.
That's the spirit.
Since your escape from Ulda, my fellow shinobi and I have shadowed the Crystal Braves every step, in hopes of learning the Scion's whereabouts. Regrettably, our investigation has yet to yield any useful information. Pray, forgive us.
You need not apologize, my lady. We are grateful for all that you have done on our behalf. Besides, Raubahn is no less a friend, and we cannot well abandon him to his fate.
Hozan, the 3 of us shall attend to the Flame General's rescue. Pray, draw away the guards by the entrance. Take Daware and Higiri with you.
God, Ninja's cool. Even though I would never play it at endgame, it is such a cool job.
I don't think it's too bad at endgame, but I've also played it for
It's like
a while,
just
so maybe...
trying to memorize all of the Moodra combinations.
Oh, yeah, I mean... Yeah, it can take a while to get used to, for sure.
Take the lead. I will gladly take the lead, for I am a tank. What's up, sucker?
Hey, look, you made it to the first dungeon. It's Talatali.
Again!
Yay!
I think Talatali Hard is also part of a Raubahn, so this is technically the third time you could be there.
Yeah.
Kinda hurts not having more buttons, but I'll get buttons eventually. And let's try stupid conjurer. Think you're just gonna
Stupid conjurer.
just
Think you're just gonna heal?
I think you're gonna sit there and heal your friend. Nuh-uh.
Imagine sitting there casting Cure 1. What a loser. Doesn't even know how to heal.
Yeah, just casting Cure 1, ready for their Cure 2 procs. Not even gonna use Cure 3 or some regen. Because I've seen white mages who still use Cure 1 to get the Cure 2 proc.
Oh my god, yeah. I cannot...
It's painful.
Like, I get it if you're, like, new to healing, but I've seen people do that in, like, Shadowbringer dungeons, and it's like how?
Don't use Cure 1 at Shadowbringers, or even Stormblood, like, use Cure 3.
Yeah. Not even Cure 3, just use, like, a regen or something. Every class should have a regen at that point, I think.
He is bound by some manner of magitech device, yet I dare not force it open. It may well be booby-trapped. You said booby.
Boobies.
I have heard of such devices. The crystal braves will possess the key. Let us split up and look for it. That will not be necessary.
The only boobies I see in there are Raubahns.
You know, I hated you since the moment I first saw you, you rat. Happily, you will not suffer for long. This poison will convey you swiftly into the bosom of Thal, where I hope to join you after the passing of many prosperous years. I'm gonna gut you, you pig.
Why'd they have to make him so evil? That's such a cute looking Lalafell too.
It is, but then he's pure evil.
He's pure evil. Like me, but not as cute.
Open the Nyor. Open the Nyor, I said.
Open the Nyor.
Open the Nyor.
Open right meow.
Sneak out upon the poison generators. Yeah, I don't know what kind of jam this is, but that doesn't sound good. I wouldn't put this on toast.
I would not put that in my PB&J.
It just looks like it might taste like snot, or radiation, or sewage.
Radiated snot, sewage. According to Google, the definition for acerbic is sour or bitter, so that's sour jam. Ew.
I mean, like a sour berry jam, like sour raspberry, that wouldn't be bad. That actually tastes pretty good. But this color of green, whatever this is,
yeah,
I doubt that tastes good.
I doubt that tastes good. I mean, you could try biting it.
I don't want to try biting it. You know, like a sour raspberry jam would be really tasty.
It'd be pretty good, actually.
What's up, suckers?
Get him.
I'm killing you first, because you're going to be annoying. I love that the Dark Knight swings look actually heavy, like it's taking effort to swing the sword.
Yeah, the animations for Dark Knight, especially out of all tanks, really, I love the most, just because you feel like the weight of the sword. Meanwhile, Warrior just does all flips and stuff with a big old axe.
Yeah, Warrior is still easily my favorite tank just because it's so fun.
Oh no, yeah, it's still very fun. I just like going unga bunga and doing
It's like
a spin.
level 90, you can get monkey flips. That's literally what your button does.
Yeah, exactly. Monkey flip is the best thing ever.
And then like at level 57, your spicy move upgrades, I can't remember what it's called, but it does like that, the satisfying whirring sound.
57. Inner release? Is that it?
I think that's it. It's the one that you swing your axe and it makes that satisfying whirring noise.
Oh, Fell Cleave.
Fell Cleave, that's it. Yeah, Fell Cleave. Valkyrie is the most satisfying button to push.
Yeah.
Thanks, cough cough. Slowly, General, you are yet weak from your ordeal. Nevertheless, we must quit this place. I should have known. What are clever contrivances to the Warrior of Light? Well done, hero. It's you three, shitheads.
Shitheads.
You mean to struggle on, then? Very well. If you would stand in my way, I will cut you down like all the rest. You can try, you punk. You are the one person I will gladly swear at. Hilbert.
I'm kind of curious if he also says Slumpy in this fight too.
I don't think he does.
It'd be very funny, but I don't think he does.
Yeah, frickin' Laurentius legless. What a coward.
It is nothing.
Looks like he's got legs.
I think it's more just implied that he's a coward.
Oh.
I mean, you're standing back here being a nuisance. You can die with the rest. Nice try, spamming cure. Cure 1, that's cringe.
Nice try, nerd. Get a better healer rotate.
I'll tear you limb from limb.
Conjure it down. I'll deal with you, and then we'll finish Elbert. Well, if he says that. And he's down.
Goodbye. For one whole expansion, Ilbert.
This changes nothing.
It is over, Ilbert. Lay down your arms and surrender yourself to justice.
Justice? Justice for what exactly? 'Twas not I who assassinated the Sultana, boy.
Justice?
Ere we debate who is responsible for the assassination, I would ask whether an assassination took place at all.
Oh, clever little shite. If you think you fight for justice, lass, you'd best wake up.
The truth is, you fight for whoever bloody well tells you to. Can you not see you're being used? By the Scions, the City-States, even the Crystal Braves? They none of them care a whit what you want. Only what you can do for them. And how do I know this? Because I'm the same. A pawn to be used as my masters see fit. All I ever wanted was to liberate my homeland. And I ate dirt to make it happen. But what have I achieved after all these years in servitude? Nothing. Not a bloody thing. If we ourselves are not free, free to think and to act, how are we ever to reclaim our homeland?
Know this. There is nothing
I would not give to take back Alamigo. Nothing!
Flashbang!
Ilberd Flash.
You'll not get away!
They can't even escape like a ninja does, they just run.
They just run. That sucked,
No,
Ilberd.
Master Alphino.
Yeah,
Now
your
is
act
not the
sucks,
time.
ninjas do it better.
I suppose you could say that Flash was rather sloppy.
We are all of us fools of fate, General. But even fools have a part to play.
Rest assured, I was not planning to die till I'd avenged the Sultana. Still, your words are welcome, lass. Know this, Ilberd. There is nothing I would not give to see you pay for what you've done. My wealth, my arm, my life. Nothing.
General, are you aware that Lord Lolorito has yet to announce the Sultana's death to the public?
What? No. No, I was not aware of that, nor of anything else outside my cell. 'Tis passing strange, though. I assumed the bastard would make it known at the first opportunity, and set about tearing down the Sultanate.
As did we all. And it is indeed strange that he did not. Strange, or perhaps revealing. Now, I have no conclusive proof, nor do I wish to give you false hope, but I have reason to believe that Her Grace may yet live.
What? But how can that be?
Forgive me, friends, but it is not safe here. Let us continue this conversation without.
The general is safe, what news without? My lady, the guards have been subdued as per your command. We have since kept watch over the entrance, there has been no further activity. Then Ilberd and his minions have fled via some other egress. Scour the perimeter for signs of their passing. At once, my lady. General Alden, I presume, in the signs of the South Dawn. Who are you? Identify yourself. Pray do not be alarmed. My mistress is a friend, and I come bearing a message of goodwill. For your own safety, she bade me direct your steps to the Waking Sands. Know that Master Urianger awaits you there, along with others sympathetic to your cause.
Oh god, pray return to the Waking Sands.
Again. This is no ruse, I assure you, General Alden. If you will come with me, I have prepared a carriage that you may travel in comfort, safe from prying eyes. Oh, good thing I have a Vesper Bay teleport ticket still. I have spoken with Urianger via Link Pearl. He confirms the man's story. Raubahn is in safe hands. Let us make our own way to Vesper Bay. Okay, this last cutscene, and that shall be stream. This has been a ton of very good progress.
Yeah, it's been good progress.
We're on level 51 MSQ, which is progress. We've completed the first two starting areas. bunch of solo instances. And now we return to the Waking Sands yet again.
Pray return to the Waking Sands.
It is our curse.
My dearest friends, praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Gosh, I forgot how Uriashi used to look.
Pippin, my son, and Master Papashan besides.
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
You.
It was I who arranged this gathering. And judging by your perplexed expressions, it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthor, and member of the Syndicate.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Young lady, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
Why ask when 'tis plain you know the answer?
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji. 'Tis my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends. He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
God strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
She lives because Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Some manner of sedative, perchance, of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
Were I to guess, I would say Her Grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Oh, Nanamo. I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck Her Grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something. And though one may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana. I had never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information and arranged this gathering. I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teledji Adeledji left behind. You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue Her Grace, and take your place at her side once more, for her sake and that of our nation.
Not counted on Prioress Dulala herself appearing. In my defense, my suspicions regarding the Sultana proved more prescient. Much remains to be done, but in rescuing Raubahn, we have taken a vital first step towards resolving matters in Ul'dah. Couldn't have done it without you, Pennifer. Thank you. Any casting one thing, and with that. That is stream for today.
Yay!
That was
Good stream.
a lot of fun. Again, thank you for being here, Igni. Always glad to have you.
No problem.
And so with that, chat, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and remember, Big Sis loves you.
Igni loves you too.